You think you're sleeping just fine, but your kidneys are being damaged every single night without you even knowing it. A 2024 study tracked over 400 people using sleep monitors, not questionnaires, actual devices measuring what really happens while you sleep. What they discovered will shock you. Tonight, I'm revealing 5 nighttime habits that are silently destroying your kidney function after 50. And no, these aren't the usual warnings about drinking water or eating salt. Here's what caught my attention. Every 10% increase in sleep disruption lowered kidney function by 2.6 milliliters per minute, even when people felt completely rested. Look, I know that might sound alarming. And honestly, it should. Because what happens after dark matters just as much as what you do during the day. Your kidneys have a recovery window at night, a time when they're supposed to repair, reset, and prepare for the next day. But certain habits are stealing that recovery time from you. And after 50, when your kidneys are already losing about 1 milliliter of function every single year just from aging, these habits become especially dangerous. I'm counting down from 5 to 1, ending with the most damaging habit. And here's the good news. Every single one has a solution you can start using tonight. Habit number 5. Late eating damages. Kidney clocks. Number 5 might surprise you because it's not about what's on your plate. It's about what time you're eating it. Picture this. You had a busy day, maybe ate lunch a bit early, and by 8 or 9 at night you're sitting down to a full dinner. Or perhaps you're having that evening snack while watching TV before bed. Seems harmless, right? Millions of people do this every single night. But here's what researchers discovered in a 2024 study analyzing over 2,000 people. Those who ate their meals later in the day, centering their eating pattern in the afternoon and evening rather than morning, had 33% higher odds of developing diabetic kidney disease. Same foods, same calories, just different timing. Why does this happen? Your kidneys run on an internal clock, just like you do. They have specific genes. Scientists call them BML1 and PR1 that tell your kidneys when to expect food, when to filter efficiently, when to rest. Late eating confuses this schedule completely. It causes something called renal fibrosis, which is essentially scarring in your kidney tissue. And if you're over 50, your body's internal clock doesn't bounce back like it used to. That resilience weakens with age, making mistimed meals even more damaging. The fix is simpler than you think. Try centering most of your eating between morning and early afternoon. Avoid full meals within 3 hours of bedtime. Some people call this time-restricted eating, basically giving your kidneys a predictable schedule they can work with. That timing shift alone could make a significant difference. But there's something you might be doing in your living room every evening that's even worse. Habit number 4. Evening TV. Marathons hurt kidneys, even if you exercise. Number 4 is going to frustrate a lot of you, especially if you're proud of staying active. Let's say you wake up, go for your morning walk or hit the gym. Maybe you're getting in 30-40 minutes of good exercise. Then later that evening, after dinner, you settle into your favorite spot on the couch. You've earned it, right? A few hours of television to unwind. 3 episodes of your show, maybe 4. Here's the problem. That morning workout. It doesn't cancel out what happens when you sit all evening. The Health ABC study followed 3,075 older adults for an entire decade. What they found was striking. People who watched TV for more than 3 hours daily had a 34% higher risk of chronic kidney disease compared to those watching less than an hour. And this held true even when researchers accounted for how much people exercised during the day. The UK Biobank took this further, using genetic analysis to prove this isn't just correlation. There's a direct causal relationship between prolonged sitting and kidney damage. What's happening inside your body? When you sit for extended periods, especially in the evening, blood flow to your kidneys decreases. The lining of your blood vessels, doctors call it the endothelium, starts functioning poorly. Your body becomes less responsive to insulin. Inflammatory markers rise. All of this happens during the exact hours your kidneys should be recovering. Now, I'm not saying you can't watch TV, but keeping it under 3 hours matters. Stand up during breaks. Walk around every 20 minutes. Your kidneys need circulation, not just rest. And speaking of your evening routine, there's something glowing in your bedroom that's attacking your kidneys in a way you'd never expect. Habit number 3. Blue light triggers direct kidney damage. Number 3 isn't just stealing your sleep. It's directly damaging your kidneys while you scroll. You know the routine. You're winding down for the night, maybe catching up on messages, reading an article on your tablet, or watching one more episode with that screen glowing inches from your face. We've all heard this hurts sleep quality. But what researchers discovered in 2025 goes way beyond that. A study published in Ecotoxicology and Environmental Safety found something unexpected. Blue light from screens and LED bulbs doesn't just keep you awake, it attacks your kidney tissue directly, completely separate from any sleep disruption. Here's the mechanism. When blue light hits your eyes at night, it triggers your body to release a stress hormone called corticosterone. This hormone then travels through your bloodstream and latches onto specific receptors in your kidney cells. Once attached, it sets off a chain reaction. Oxidative stress, inflammation, even scarring of delicate kidney tissue. The researchers tested different types of light and discovered blue light was actually more harmful to kidneys than regular white light. It disrupts the same clock genes in your kidneys we talked about earlier, BMAL1 and PER, throwing off their entire rhythm. After 50, this becomes especially risky. Your natural melatonin production drops with age, which means you're already more vulnerable to light-induced disruption. And your kidneys? They're the second most clock-dependent organ in your entire body, right after your liver. The solution doesn't mean living in darkness. Use blue light filtering glasses 2 to 3 hours before bed. Switch to warmer, amber-toned lighting in the evening. Keep screens out of your bedroom entirely if possible. Many people tell me they've tried everything for better health but still feel off. This could be why you're doing the right things during the day, but light is sabotaging your kidneys at night. Now, habit number 2 is particularly frustrating because it involves something your doctor probably told you to take, but nobody mentioned when you should take it. Habit number 2. Bedtime calcium supplements create kidney stones. Number 2 might make you angry, because you're doing exactly what your doctor recommended, just at the wrong time. Calcium supplements for bone health. Millions of people over 50 take them every single night. It makes sense, right? Pop your pills before bed, part of your evening routine. Easy to remember, convenient. But that timing is setting up the perfect conditions for kidney stones. A randomized study published in Kidney International took 32 people and had them take the exact same calcium supplement at different times of day. When they took it with meals, the calcium bound to something called oxalate in their food, basically neutralizing it before it could cause problems. But when they took that same dose at bedtime on an empty stomach, calcium oxalate activity shot up by 53%. Think of it like this. Calcium and oxalate are two chemicals that, when they meet in your urine, can crystallize into stones. Taking calcium with food is like having a chaperone at a party. It keeps them separated. Taking it alone at night, they're free to combine and cause trouble. The Women's Health Initiative tracked thousands of postmenopausal women and found those taking calcium supplements had 17% higher kidney stone risk. And here's what matters. Recurrent kidney stones don't just hurt. They directly lead to chronic kidney disease over time. Your doctor was right about needing calcium. The timing advice just didn't come with the prescription. The fix is embarrassingly simple. Take your calcium with breakfast or lunch, never on an empty stomach at bedtime. That's it. Same supplement, same dose, completely different outcome. But now we've reached number 1. And this habit is the most dangerous because you have absolutely no idea it's happening. Habit number 1. Fragmented sleep. The silent kidney destroyer. Number 1 is the most dangerous because you can't feel it happening. Right now, as you're watching this, you might be thinking back to last night. Did you sleep well? Most people would say yes. You fell asleep fine, woke up at your usual time, didn't feel exhausted. So sleep must be okay, right? Wrong. And this is exactly why this habit is destroying kidneys without anyone noticing. The Chronic Renal Insufficiency Cohort Sleep Study put actual monitoring devices on 432 people's wrists. Not sleep questionnaires, not asking people how they felt. Real, objective measurements of what happened during the night. What they discovered changed everything we thought we knew about sleep and kidney health. People were experiencing dozens of micro-awakenings throughout the night. Brief moments lasting just seconds where their brain and body partially woke up, then fell back asleep. And here's the critical part. They had zero memory of these awakenings in the morning. The damage was measurable and severe. For every 10% increase in sleep fragmentation, kidney function dropped by 2.6 milliliters per minute. Protein in the urine increased by 28%. These are significant markers of kidney decline. This isn't sleep apnea, by the way. That's a separate condition. This is broader. It's about any disruption to your sleep continuity, whether from getting up to use the bathroom, shifting positions because of arthritis pain, medication side effects, or just environmental noise you don't consciously register. Here's the mechanism behind the damage. Each time your sleep fragments, even for a few seconds, your sympathetic nervous system activates. Think of it as your body's alarm system switching on. This releases stress hormones, cortisol and adrenaline, into your bloodstream. Your blood pressure, which should naturally dip during sleep to give your kidneys a break, stays elevated instead. This creates a vicious cycle. Your kidneys need that nighttime blood pressure drop to recover and repair. When fragmented sleep prevents it, kidney function gradually declines. The damage is cumulative, building night after night, year after year. After 50, this becomes exponentially more dangerous. Sleep naturally becomes more fragmented as we age. Men dealing with prostate issues wake multiple times for the bathroom. Arthritis creates discomfort that interrupts sleep. Medications can cause restlessness. All of these contribute to fragmentation that's chipping away at kidney function. A 2022 meta-analysis specifically looked at chronic kidney disease patients over 50 and found they're significantly more vulnerable to insomnia-related kidney decline than younger people. The truly frightening part. When researchers gave people standard sleep quality questionnaires, the kind that ask, "Do you feel rested?" those answers completely failed to predict kidney outcomes. People's perception of their sleep quality had zero correlation with what was actually happening to their kidneys. So what can you do? First, consider investing in an objective sleep tracking device. Something that measures actual sleep disruptions, not just how you feel. Second, address the common causes. If you're waking for the bathroom, talk to your doctor about fluid timing or medications. If pain interrupts sleep, proper pain management becomes a kidney protection strategy, not just comfort. Create an environment that minimizes disruptions, blackout curtains, white noise, cooler temperatures. And honestly, if you're experiencing symptoms like frequent nighttime awakenings, morning headaches, or daytime fatigue despite sleeping enough hours, it's worth consulting a sleep specialist. What seems like a minor sleep issue could be causing major kidney damage. This brings me to something important I need to say before we wrap up. Disclaimer. Now, everything I've shared today comes from published medical research, and I've linked those studies in the description below so you can review them yourself. But here's what's important to understand. This information is educational. It's not personalized medical advice for your specific situation. If you have existing kidney disease, take medications, or manage other health conditions, please talk with your healthcare provider before making changes to your routine. Your doctor knows your complete medical history and can help you apply these findings safely. Individual circumstances matter, and what works for one person may need adjustment for another. Use this video as a starting point for informed conversations with your medical team. So there you have it. 5 nighttime habits that are stealing your kidney's recovery window. That critical time when they should be repairing and resetting for the next day. And here's what matters most. Every single one of these habits can be changed starting tonight. Most people have never heard this information. They're focused on daytime habits while their nights are quietly working against them. But now you know what most people don't, and that knowledge puts you miles ahead in protecting your kidney health. I'm curious, which habit surprised you the most? Drop a comment and let me know. And if you have family members or friends over 50 who could benefit from this, please share this video with them. Hit that like button if you learned something new today. I've got more kidney health content coming that you won't find anywhere else, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. Thank you for taking the time to invest in your health. Your kidneys will thank you for it.